This is the Barbados Today afternoon news for Tuesday, May 22nd. Thank you for joining us. I am Marie-Claire Williams. Our top story, opposition leader Mia Mottley says the Elections Boundaries Commission has not delivered the final voters list in an electronic format to her party within the stipulated time. Speaking at a BLP meeting in Silver Sands last night, Mottley said that as of that time, her party had only received a printed version, but the law requires it should have also gotten an electronic copy of the document 3 full days before the elections.
It is of great dismay to me that at 23 minutes past 10, we still do not have electronic versions of the final list. We have lists. We are supposed to get that list by law 3 days before polling day. The reason why I took out my ticket counter, they're supposed to recognize my face, it didn't change since morning, is because instead of us getting it 3 days before, we are getting it 2 days, 7 hours, and 30, well, it would have been 20 minutes ago. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt, 2 days and 8 hours ago. Fine, I am making a noise, but I want the electronic list tonight. And it is not good enough that that comes to us 8 or 10 or 12 hours from now, tomorrow. This government has done everything to put obstacles in our way. But I say to you tonight, those who labor in a great cause shall never fail.
Barbados Today's attempts to reach the Chief Electoral Officer on the matter have so far been unsuccessful. Attorney-at-Law David Commission has condemned Prime Minister Frendel Stewart's plans to remove Barbados from the Caribbean Court of Justice if the party wins Thursday's election. Stewart made the announcement in his address to a political meeting on the weekend, but Commission told a Barbados Labour Party meeting in Bank Hall on Sunday night that would set a dangerous precedent if Stewart goes ahead.
You have a regime that has demonstrated that it is prepared to ignore, to pay no attention to a ruling or decision of Barbados's own judiciary. Can you imagine now if Barbados finds itself in a situation where there is no outside independent court, where all of the judges, the Supreme Court judges, the Court of Appeal judges, are all appointed ultimately by Frendel Stewart, no independent outside court, and this is a regime that has already demonstrated that it could not care less if the Barbadian court makes a decision that it does not like, that it is prepared to ignore that decision.
Democratic Labour Party candidate for St. Michael North West, Chris Sinckler, is questioning what he calls the apparent silence of church leaders on pertinent issues ahead of the election. Sinckler made the charge at a public meeting in Britton Hill last night.
It is probably the first time in the history of elections, not only in Barbados but across the world, where you can't hear the church. Where are the church leaders tonight? They waited till Thursday morning. Who preach in the pulpit every Sunday about corruption and about corrupted influences, and after we spoke on Sunday a week ago, you can't hear nothing out of the church.
Police have identified the St. John woman who was found dead at her home yesterday. She is Trudy May Nicola Lowe, aged 45, of Edie Village, Edgecliff, St. John. Lowe was discovered at her home around 5 o'clock yesterday evening by her mother. She was last seen alive on Friday. Lowe lived alone in a two-bedroom house and she was said to be suffering from a medical condition for some time. Police say they are treating the death as unnatural until they can prove otherwise, and they are asking anyone who can assist with their investigations to call the District C police station at 416-8200 or 416-8201.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
One night, one winner, only one team can deliver. Balanced, comprehensive, unrivaled coverage. Barbados Today, Capital Media HD 99.3 and 6 Gear Studios. Don't miss election night on www.facebook.com/Barbados Today, on www.barbadostoday.bb, live on www.capitalmediahd.com, and on www.facebook.com/CapitalMediaHD.
Thank you for staying with us. We're back with news from the region. The Chief Executive Officer of Caribbean Airlines has pledged to get the company up to date in publishing audited financial statements by the end of this year. Garvin Medera made the announcement at the unveiling of the carrier's improved economy class sitting. We get more in this report from TV6 News.
The stairway to profitability has been paved with good intentions, but few real results for Caribbean Airlines. CAL has been cash-strapped and operating on losses for years. In fact, it's been a few years since taxpayers who prop up the airline have seen audited financial statements. The CEO says that's set to change.
So there's a lot of work that's being done right now, and we hope to become up to date in terms of the financials by the end of this year.
Earlier this month, the airline announced a 21% increase in gross revenue and a 64% improvement in net earnings after liabilities for the first quarter of 2018. Medera says the boost comes from CAL's international routes. He boasts the performance is better than what CAL budgeted and better than the same period last year. But he's reluctant to back that up by releasing real figures. He prefers to wait for the audited numbers.
So the reality is, the airline is very seasonal, and each quarter, of course, will present different challenges. It's not a constant for throughout the rest of the year. So profitability as a whole for the airline doesn't necessarily hinge on one quarter or the other, but what we've represented is that we've improved significantly year on year.
During Medera's time at the helm, he's promoted a philosophy of recruiting strong business leadership into the airline. In his 7-month tenure, the company has hired senior management from Digicel, Medera's former employer. The CEO says CAL has focused on reducing costs to improve the bottom line, but fuel prices have been hard to control.
And on the international scene, U.S. President Donald Trump says the historic summit with North Korea's Kim Jong-un next month may be delayed. He was speaking as he received South Korea's President Moon Jae-in at the White House to discuss the summit. The South Korean news agency Yonhap says Moon is likely to tell Trump what to expect from Kim. Last week, the North raised the possibility of canceling the talks if the U.S. insisted on it giving up nuclear weapons unilaterally. That's news this afternoon. Remember, you can get more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also sign up for BT's WhatsApp news alerts, and you can subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're on Izumi Media in bus terminals and on Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also find us on Mix 96.9 FM. I am Marie Claire Williams. Good afternoon.